Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. 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 Eastside Johnny. Pull up with the mob. Real John Gotti. Grinding from the bottom. Blood on my hands. Ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body. Block. It'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize. That's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way. You ain't built that way. I been more in pain. Way to broad day. Really short fuse. Had a long day. Body like wow. Like. Wait. You know I'm an Eastside big TD. Step a whole rep. That. Top dog since top ramen now. Steak and lobster with a shrimp. Big. Put a ribbon on it. Get you give. Rep. Bet that. Real never switch that. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. 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 Woo. 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 This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me. How should I chill? Scoping your mouth. Watch how I know how I'm rocking. You know how I'm built. Still in the trenches. We out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she popping for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rappers and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside big TD. Step a whole rep. That.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Up next, a good one in the NFC West and a wild card rematch from a year ago as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
Here we go.
From the 41, here's 2nd down at 7. They run again with Walker. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team. All right, anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We've got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Third and 3. Now Gino. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That's complete left side to Gray. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Exit 3rd and 11.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to bunt the football. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not seeing it happen.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
That was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Second down and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Throwing here, Purdy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Walker. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter play. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Geno. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10.
The Niners at 10-2 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Ayuk goes in motion. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
McCaffrey going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Boye Mafe came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Purdy from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. Think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Smith. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Smith on 3rd down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Play action. Now Purdy steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top. It gives you a chance to go make a play.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them. and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Smith now to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy sets up to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
from the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. Ayuk going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Just beating the play clock, Smith.
Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now Geno on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
A 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Geno now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Purdy now to throw.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That's complete left side to Gray.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Gino. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six from the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Purdy will throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll fake it. Now Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Smith. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
So nothing doing there, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here now, third down. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
In motion goes the tight end. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Purdy, big 4th down play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Walker now in 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Niners' 14-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, they get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Gano for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 22, 49ers 12. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Alert!
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here comes second down. Purdy to throw.
And this is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Purdy to throw. Looking for Gray, and he's got it. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.